Okay, what's up, YouTube? What's up, Goodbye USA, man? I haven't come to you in a few days. Well, I think I made one yesterday, just a little short one, telling you guys I was sick, right? Got some medicine and everything over here. You guys can tell by my voice, man. I had a bad cold, man. It's getting better now. It's getting better. I I would say I'm getting back to normal, but I don't know if I've ever really been normal, so I don't know. Okay, I'm going to get back to normal for me, okay, because it's probably not normal for everyone. But anyways, like I said, been sick, been kind of laying in the bed, doing some reading, watching some YouTube videos about all these different things that's going on in the USA, man. I can't figure out, man, they got you guys so damn distracted. I don't know how you guys can put, I really, like I said, I don't, right? I would, well, I was going to say, I would have said goodbye USA a long time ago, but I did. So I did say it, right? They got this, who cares about a damn soccer ball kicking it in a damn net? Hey, you're not one of those people doing it. You're just sitting on a, they got videos out there with guys in their favorite soccer shirt hugging a soccer ball like it's a damn baby. I don't know what's wrong with man. Okay, maybe the 250th celebration of the USA, the 4th of July thing, I wouldn't have went out. I would have just stayed at home and just watched the fireworks, maybe on TV or the phone or something. But I wouldn't have went out in that crowd, man. There's just too much craziness going on, man. There's just way too much craziness going on, and I don't know how do 360 million Americans put up with that? They're just distracting you guys. Is all they're doing, man. This, this whole war thing in the Middle East, man. I've had relationships like that, and I know you guys have had too, right? You're on again, you break up. You're back together, you break up. You're back together, you break up. And it goes on and on and on until finally it just finally finishes. And that's what's going to happen with this Iran thing. Same thing with Ukraine. It's just going to stop and start, and then they're going to tally back for this and then this. And, we're supposed to have adults as politicians, right? But it's like one of these people that you're having an argument with on a chat, right? It's just going to keep going back and forth. It's not going to end. Neither one of the people on the chat are going to say, "Oh man, you were right. You were right all along." All right, I delete all the chat. It's not going to happen. Okay? They're distracting you guys. They're stealing your damn money. Chaos on the streets. Young people running amok around. And I know old people always say it's not the way it used to be. Well, it's really not the way it used to be. And even you people in your 30s, man, you guys got to see that. It's not the same way it used to be when you were kids, man. Okay? It's just not. Okay? And it's not going back. That's the crazy part. It's not going back. I've listened to these teachers talking on these videos about how students are graduating from high school and they can barely read. Man, I don't know what I mean, I'm watching these, I'm watching these videos where people are just standing out on the street watching all these nice, expensive vehicles driving by. But yet I hear on the other hand, the economy's suffering. People are losing their jobs and all this kind of stuff. Like I said, I live on the other side of the world, and I really don't give an F about it. I really, really don't, man. Right? I don't want to see you guys suffer, but hey, if you want to stay there, man, and put up with all that damn nonsense, and you guys just stay there and put up with it. Like I said, I try not to get political. This is not a political commentary channel. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I did support Donald Trump at first. The first time he ran, I supported him. I thought he was a good guy. Well, I thought he had a foul mouth and he didn't have any manners. But Einstein might have been the same way. Elon Musk is an extremely intelligent human being, but he might be the same way. I don't know. I haven't had any conversations with him. He seems like he's a pretty decent guy, but just because you're intelligent doesn't necessarily mean that you're polite, not rude and disrespectful and all those things, right? And like I said, I did support Trump the first time he ran. Okay, I voted for the guy. I thought, man, maybe this dude's going to change. And now he's barely, just a little over a year into his office, and everything is just going haywire, man. Okay, everything is just going absolutely haywire, right? All these damn heat domes and freak storms and rivers and lakes and stuff that are drying up. Okay, they don't know what they're going to do. I don't know. I'm hearing a story that they got 1 trillion barrels of oil hidden somewhere that they don't talk about. I don't know. Whatever happened, every now and then when things start to really get crazy, then they talk about they're going to go look at the gold in Fort Knox. Oh, now we're going to look over there, and then they stop talking about that shit, right? Just like they stopped talking about our rebate checks from all these tariffs and all that crap, man, and the you know who from his island. Well, I mean, it just goes on and on, right? They're going to get to the bottom of it. They don't get to the bottom of anything, man. They just don't, okay? I think Trump got to where he is because he's a bully, okay? And people usually buckle into a bully, but he is not a good leader. There's a difference between a bully and a leader, right? You can be big and strong and be a bully and be a suck-ass leader, right? He's not a leader. He picks people for the wrong position. They resign or he fires them. One day he's calling people disgusting. The next day he's congratulating them. It's just around and around and around, man. It just depends on whatever side of the bed that dude gets up on, man. Like I said, I don't really get into the politics because I don't live there anymore, and I don't really give a shit, to be honest with you. I really don't. Okay? As long as you fools keep working and paying that money for my Social Security, man, that's all I want. You know what I'm saying? I can live without it, but it's nice, man. I put all that money in there, did the right things, man. Back in the day when I was younger, man, you could make a nice living, man. If you were a carpenter or, like me, I was a carpenter. Restored cars, restored old Harleys, this newer stuff, man. I don't know anything about all this newer stuff, but I'm really good with my hands. Okay, I like doing things with my hands, like preparing stuff. You can make a good living like that, right? Okay, wasn't lazy, always was able to take care of myself, and now everybody. Even over here in Cambodia, man, these people are poor as dirt, man. 139th poorest in the world. Okay? The average IQ, I believe, over here is around 80. I don't know what that is on the scale, but I looked it up one day, and Cambodia is way at the bottom down there at the damn IQ thing. Okay? They don't make anything over here of any importance. They make clothes. Okay? They don't make any computers, or they're not making rockets. They can't even make their own gasoline and diesel. They have to buy that already made. They've tried 3 times to make a refinery over here. Can't do it. Okay? But every place you go, they just walking around looking at their damn phones, man. Okay? So, I guess the whole world's like that now. Okay? But see, the difference is, I'm already living in a third world country. And these people are already used to it. They don't even know, right? If you live your whole life in a damn toilet, man, you don't know you're living in a toilet. You don't know it, right? There's turds floating around in that damn toilet, and you don't even know it because you've just lived your whole life with turds floating around in that damn toilet. So, like the people over here, man, they have no idea what's on the outside of Cambodia because most of them, probably 80-90% of them, will never leave this country. Okay, they have no idea what's on the outside. They only look at Facebook. They're only allowed to look at certain things. Okay, they don't really even, like I said, they don't even care about nothing. They don't care about anything. They've never heard of places that They probably should have, right? I mean, they probably should know about the Panama Canal, but they don't know what the hell that is because I used to live in Panama. And then I was trying to tell them about the Panama Canal, and they're like, what is that? And I'm like, well, never mind. If you don't know what the Panama Canal is, I'm not going to explain that to you. You probably should have learned that in school. And these are not like babies. These are like adults, right? So my wife doesn't know what the hell the Panama Canal is. She's 40 years old, graduated. So, like I said, phones can keep getting smarter. And what they're doing is they're keeping everybody distracted with all this Facebook crap and these soccer games and, all these celebrations and all the rest of this crap, man. And this guy in the White House, I don't want anybody to harm the dude. I don't want to see anybody get harmed. I'm not promoting that in any kind of way, right? I just want him to be gone, man. I just want him to say, you know what, man, this is beyond my capability of fixing this shit. And I just want somebody else to take over. Maybe the vice president, okay? I don't know, like I said. But in November, okay, I'm just letting you guys know the new distraction's coming up. Because in November, in the midterms, he's going to lose the Congress. Okay? He's going to lose in the Congress. And when he does, they're going to impeach him again. Okay? And that's going to be a whole nother circus right there. Okay? There's going to be a whole nother circus right there. Okay? This Iran thing, and now they're talking about doing something in Cuba. And then remember, he was going to buy, was it Greenland or Iceland? I forget. One of them's green and one of them's with ice. But I think it was Greenland, right? Greenland or Iceland. Anyways, he was going to take over that. He was going to annex Canada. I mean, it just goes on and on. He just talks. He just talks. And then nothing. There's no substance to anything he says anymore at all. Okay? And I've been sick for the last few days. I apologize about that, man. I on my Live Rich Cambodia, I made a thumbnail about it, talked about it a little bit. Like I said, I was sick for a few days. So when I'm sick, I just wanted to just lay around in the bed, just kind of just lay around there. And I would look at I would look at YouTube and I would watch some of these videos, man. And he's just all over the place. He can't fix a damn thing. What's he fixing? He ordered Walmart and fuel prices to come down. He ordered them. Well, what kind is that, like a dictatorship, or is that like, are we communists now, or are you guys communists? Not me. Well, where I live at, it's a single party system over here. But for being a third world country, like I said, it is a third world country. I know that. If you look at any of my shorts, you're going to see they have open sewage. And over here in the subdivision I live in, everything's enclosed, man. You don't smell nothing, okay? But you get into these little villages, or even in the city, they have open canals that have black water in it. And these canals are not small. These are pretty good-sized canals. Open sewage and restaurants right alongside this open sewage, okay? Third world country, it's not for everybody, okay? Living in a third world country, whether it's here or in Africa or wherever you want to live, it's not for everyone. Okay? Just like when I was living in California, okay, I got offered a job it was in Kentucky, but I can't remember the name of the city. Okay? It was in Kentucky. And I was offered a job out there, and I flew out there, and I kind of drove around a little bit. I flew out there on the airplane just to kind of check them out and go talk to them a little bit. Got me a rental car and drove around, and I was like, Kentucky's not the place for me, okay? It just was not the place for me. Nothing against people that's from Kentucky. If that's your lifestyle, man, hey, that's hella cool, man. But Kentucky was not the place for me, okay? Well, neither was California after I finally left, but like I said, I did fly out there, looked around, didn't much care for what I saw. So, like I said, these people over here, they're already used to living in a third world country. This is all they know. But you guys in the USA, you're not used to this. You're not used to this, okay? But you're going to be climbing inside of that toilet with those turds here in a little while, okay? Because you got a nut over there running the damn country, okay? I believe I believe my wife could do a better job running the country. In her English, she can't read and write English. She can speak it and understand it, but her reading and writing of English isn't very good at all. Sorry, sweetheart, but that's just the way it is. But I believe she can run the damn country better than that idiot you guys got over there, man. Like I said, I did vote for the guy the first time. The second time, I was living over here, and I just didn't really give an F about it. Okay? Wasn't my problem. Like I said, he's just got... Man... It just freaks me out. I ride around over here, like I said. If you got to look at any of my videos, man, they burn trash everywhere, man. If they don't need something, they just set it on fire, old tires, whatever it is. All these oil refineries and stuff, they're hitting, that black smoke is just rolling off into the environment, man. Where's old Greta, the weird-looking girl Thunberg, man? That's a weird-looking girl right there, man. She's going to be one of those HOA Karens one of these days. Right? She's going to be walking around with a ruler measuring people's lawns, okay? Telling you that your lawn is a 32nd of an inch too long in one spot, and you need to mow it, okay? That's just straight up right there. She's going to be one of those HOA Karens, man. I can already tell by her face, by her looks. I don't think she's going to have any kids. If she does... Okay, if she does, I'm sure it's going to be by artificial insemination. I don't see any dude in his right mind, even with alcohol and drugs involved, having anything to do with that. I'm going to leave it at that. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Man, number one, I wouldn't close my eyes in a house with her unless there was not anything in that house she could stab me with. I don't know what the hell she'd do. So anyways, like I said, excuse me. Got my lozenges right here. Talking too much. All right, man. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you guys staying with me all the way over here to the end, man. Thank you so much for staying subscribed to my channel, even though I didn't make any videos there for like 3 or 4 days, maybe 5 days, whatever it was. I took a couple of days off for the 4th of July because I figured nobody's going to have time. And then I got sick, and so I figured, man, I'm going to lose some subscribers. I didn't, man. So thank you guys very much. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you guys, man. Hey, don't be distracted by this bullshit. Don't be, okay? You guys are being distracted. I'm telling you, okay? And don't even get me started on these damn data centers that's soaking up all the water that you need to live. Right? Right. I'm looking in Arizona and other places, man, where the water level is almost below Deadpool, right? Right? That was a band, Deadpool, right? Let the bodies hit the floor. Wasn't it? That was Deadpool, I think. Anyways, it's going to be Deadpool soon, and there will be no more electric generated out of those hydropower systems. So there's a lot more to worry about than Iran and Ukraine and all that crap, man. Let all those people, man, let them fight it out, man. Let them fight it out, right? So, all right, man. Well, listen, I'm going to let you guys go. One other last thing. Not too far from my house, right over here behind the subdivision, they have a big old, like a warehouse. It's made out of cement. There's only one window in it, and it's a long window, and it's at the very top, and it's got metal bars on it. And that's the only window in that place. And it's surrounded by a fence that's got to be at least 20 foot tall. Okay, and at the top of it, it's got concertina wire wrapped all around. There's no security cameras, no nothing. And it's got a skull and crossbones on it with some kind of a warning that looks like it's poisonous inside. Well, inside, they're storing drums of ammonia. Drums of ammonia, okay? Now, that's not the crazy part. The other night, somebody took a sledgehammer, some people, I'm sure it was more than one. They took a sledgehammer and beat a hole in the side of a cement wall with bricks inside and stole some drums of ammonia. I don't know what the hell they're going to do with it. I have no idea. But that's kind of crazy right there, man. I would not be messing around with that ammonia. That shit will kill you. That's straight up. I mean, there's a sign in the front that's got like a triangle, something. Everything's in Khmer, but it's obvious. It's deadly poison, whatever's in there. And I can smell the ammonia sometimes. Okay, I can smell it sometimes. So whatever they did with it, whatever they're gonna do with it, the police department came out here, like Andy Griffith and Barney Fife came out here and looked around, and I don't know what the hell they were looking for. It was already in the daytime, and it happened in the middle of the night. I don't know how nobody didn't hear that shit. Breaking open cement wall with a sledgehammer. That had to be a work in itself, big enough to get a 55-gallon drum out, at least one. So, anyways, crazy shit's going on over here too, man. So, anyway, thank you guys again. And hopefully my voice will get better so I can do some more ranting, okay? You guys take care, man. Don't be distracted by all the bullshit, man. Take care of your family, okay? Keep that home front, man. And you men, okay? Take charge, man. Take it, okay? Take charge of that shit, man, okay? All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.